We have come to Yase area, which is located outside of central Kyoto. Nice red and yellow colors. This is Rurikoin Temple, the most renowned autumn color destination in Kyoto, Japan. You can't get in there without a reservation. Making a reservation is extremely difficult since so many people apply. I'm fortunate to be able to enter this forbidden place today. This Buddhist temple is way younger than it looks. It was a residence owned by a wealthy merchant in the 1800s. Then it became a high-end restaurant. It went out of business and became a Buddhist temple in 2005. The garden was designed to entertain customers from the upper class. There are tens of thousands of temples in Kyoto, but none of them have this residence-like garden. It rained last night, which made the leaves more brilliant red. Lots of people in the small house. This is awesome. The combination of red, yellow, and green is amazing. When this house was a restaurant, wealthy customers had sukiyaki beef hot pot on the table. This house is Sukiyazukuri architecture, which is a traditional Japanese style designed to integrate with beautiful nature. Nakamura Sotoji, a renowned Sukiyazukuri architect, designed it. He was also a master of designing traditional tea rooms. The garden was designed by Sato Toema, the prestigious hereditary gardener who has been around since the 1500s. He was involved in Sugar Queen and Katsuriki Palace Gardens and other famous Japanese gardens in Kyoto. To come to this place, take the Eizan Dentist line from Demachi Station and get off at the Yase Hiezenguchi Station, or take the Kyoto bus number 17 from Kyoto Station or Shijo Kawaramachi stop and get off at the Yase Ekimae stop. It takes about 45 minutes to get here from central Kyoto. The autumn color season in Japan is normally the second half of November and first week of December in plain area in eastern and western Japan. The fact is, it's getting more difficult to predict the best week to visit due to the strange weather in recent years. October and November this year are exceptionally warm for no reason. The autumn season can be delayed 1 week or more. The important thing is to check the updates before traveling to Kyoto. Booking a ticket for Rurikoin Temple is difficult. They're all sold out 2 months before the peak weeks. If you're lucky, you might get one when someone cancels it. For that, you need to monitor the website for a whole day. The temple also opens a garden to the public in May and June. Spring tickets are a lot easier to get. The brilliant green here is awesome. We're visiting a sub-temple of Nanzenji Temple. Nanzenji is already a famous autumn color spot in Kyoto. This sub-temple is as good as its main temple when it comes to autumn leaves. Tenjuan was established in 1339 as a sub-temple of Nanzenji, the number one ranked Zen monastery of all at the time. It was abandoned for centuries after the Warring States period, and then rebuilt in 1602 by warlord. This garden is awesome. This is a Rinzai Sect Zen temple. It's a nice rock garden with beautiful autumn colors. Zen garden or rock garden is different from a strolling garden. You sit in one place and try to keep your mind free from anything. Sit for at least 20 minutes and you will attain peace of mind. What makes this garden unique is the combination of beautiful autumn foliage and the rock garden. Some can immerse themselves in a peaceful mind, while others can be stunned by the brilliant red color. The white pebbles represent the sea. It's too bad. The moss is dried up. It's supposed to be emerald green. Imagine this small island in the sea. This place has the other part. Let's check it out. The majority of visitors here are travelers from other countries like Thailand, the Philippines, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and mainland China. I don't see as many tourists from Europe or North America as in Fushimi Inari Shrine or Nijo Castle. It looks like autumn color viewing is Asian entertainment, or Europe and North America have great autumn foliage in nature. This area is quite different from the rock garden. It's a strolling garden with a central pond. This space is more relaxing than the philosophical Zen garden. This pond has lotus leaves, which symbolize the truth in Buddhism. Sub-temples are financed by celebrities like samurai lords. The head priest had to welcome the patrons with special entertainment. Japanese garden played an important role in that. This sub-temple was a kind of social interaction between privileged people. Massive carp. The expensive Nishiki carp. To come to this place, take the Kyoto Metro to get off at the Keage Station. Taking Kyoto City Bus number 5 to get off at the Nanzenji Eikando Michi stop is not a good idea. Number 5 buses are super crowded during the autumn season. We are in Takamine area, the north end of central Kyoto. Usually, tourists don't come to this area, but that's not the case in the autumn season. There are several Buddhist temples famous for their nice fall color gardens. Takamine stands for hawk and peak. The Takamine area is at a bit higher altitude than downtown Kyoto. This means the temperature is lower here. The colors changed earlier than I thought. The autumn season is almost over in this area. I like this yellow carpet though. Joshoji Temple was established in 1616 as a Nichiren sect Buddhist temple. Kyoto's Buddhist temples that are popular with travelers are mostly either the Rinzai Zen sect or Shingon-shu sect. This is one of the few Nichiren sect temples in Kyoto that are listed in travel guides. Nice orange tapestry. I'm still fortunate to be able to come here today. All the autumn colors and yellow carpets will have gone by the next week. If you're visiting Kyoto in November, check the updates is really important. The autumn season is overall the same in plain area in western and eastern Japan. It normally begins in the middle of November and ends in early December. The peak is only 1 week in the season. I check it on X Twitter. There are always people who update the info with footage. Just search with words like Kiyomizu or Kyoto autumn leaves, and you hit many pictures taken and posted on the day. Being located in northernmost part of central Kyoto, the Takamine area is calm and quiet. No bustling and hustling Shijo Kawaramachi shopping area. 20 years ago, before international tourism had grown this big in Japan, many famous tourist attractions in Kyoto were like this on weekdays. That was why people loved this Asian capital of Japan so much. Back then, people worked hard on weekdays. The population of retired people was not as large as today. They make up a large portion of travelers to Kyoto. There were not many foreign tourists coming to Japan. The Japanese currency was still strong, and the entry requirements were not this easy. Anyway, Kyoto is happy with millions of people coming from other countries to appreciate its cultural and historical value. Hogonin Temple has one of the best fall color gardens in Kyoto. We are in the Arashiyama area, which is famous for its beautiful autumn leaves. There are several Buddhist temples in the area that have famous Japanese gardens. They make Arashiyama famous as a travel destination with amazing fall colors. Arashiyama has many tourist attractions, such as the bamboo groves, boat riding on Hazu River, the Wild Monkey Park, Tenjuan Temple, and the Sagano Tram. The autumn color in this temple is always breathtaking. Hogonin is a sub-temple of Tenjuan, the most renowned Buddhist temple in Arashiyama. Its Japanese garden is said to be the oldest and the most beautiful one in Japan. Thanks to it, Tenjuan Temple was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. No wonder everyone who comes to Arashiyama visits Tenjuan Temple. But this time of year, this sub-temple becomes more popular than its main temple. It's a nice strolling garden. It's not too large or too small. Perfect size for viewing beautiful autumn leaves. If you have a tight schedule, you can walk around in 15 minutes. Most visitors spend around 30 minutes, I think. Kyoto has some Japanese gardens that you need to spend a whole day strolling, like Shungaku-rikyu and Katsura-rikyu Palace Gardens. This garden is more accessible and more affordable. No need for reservation, and as much pleasure as in Kyoto's internationally famous spots. It's a shame that much of the moss here is dried up due to the recent strange weather. Almost no rain in the last month. Brilliant red leaves against a backdrop of emerald-like green would have taken your breath away. This is a nice scene. The combination of red and green is amazing. Hogonin is a sub-temple of Tenryuji, the head temple of the Rinzai-shu sect Tenryuji group. Japanese Buddhist temples are strange. Each Buddhist sect has several head temples. I think the teaching is the same, however, politics has made this situation. In the Edo samurai period, the shogun established this hierarchy of head and branch temples to control Buddhism more efficiently. Rinzai-shu is Japan's first Zen Buddhist sect, coming from China in the 1100s. It was a highly renowned sect, especially among the upper-class people of medieval Japan. Kyoto's most famous Zen temples are Rinzai-shu, like Kenninji, Ryoanji, Myoshinji, Nanzenji, and Tofukuji temples. They are all head temples of the respective group. This is why people call Kyoto Japan's capital of Buddhism. I think the very peak was 4 or 5 days ago. Leaves are falling, and there are 30% less leaves on trees than last week. But you can enjoy the red color on the ground and water. By the end of the next week, most of the autumn color will have gone. This makes me feel winter is just around the corner. I think I'm fortunate to be able to come here before it's too late. Two weeks before, I think this place was still half green and half red, which is also nice because of the contrast of the two different colors. This is why people say there's no perfect day for viewing the autumn leaves. Every several days, the scene evolved, making every stage of the color changing attractive. The fall color season is normally between the second half of November and the first week of December, in plain areas in eastern and western Japan. But global warming makes the best autumn season prediction as difficult as futures trading. Kind of windstorms in November that people had never imagined before. They make the fall season shorter, blowing the leaves off the trees. It's important to check the updates. Anyway, the autumn color season lasts 3 weeks, whereas the cherry blossom one is only 1 week or even less. Arashiyama is a tourist area that you need a whole day to explore. Tenjuan Temple, Bamboo Grove, Ninomiya Shrine, boat riding in House River, the Wild Monkey Park, and Koetsuji Temple. There are other temples with nice autumn color gardens like Nanzenji, Joshoji, and Joshoji Temples in the Sagano area. The area is large, so overall, it's not crowded except in some spots like Bamboo Grove and the Togetsuki Bridge on the Hosu River. That brilliant red is awesome. We're in the Takamine area, the north end of central Kyoto. The air is a bit cooler than in central Kyoto, probably because of the higher altitude. This area has several Buddhist temples famous for their nice autumn color gardens, such as Genkowan and Joshoji temples. This red color path is absolutely awesome. Koetsuji Temple was established in 1656 as a Nichiren-shu sect Buddhist temple. It was named after Honami Koetsu, a great artist who influenced traditional Japanese art. He was an incredibly gifted man in calligraphy, pottery, Noh traditional theater, and the tea ceremony. Being a renowned artist, he was granted the land of this area by the first Tokugawa shogun. He moved to this Takamine area with his associate artists and their families. 100 people settled in the back country and built a new village for artists. The Honami family was a big artist name during the Edo samurai period. Kyoto can never thank him enough for what he has done for the traditional Japanese art. This is a highly sophisticated garden, whether in autumn season or not. This garden is like a short story. Your expectations are getting high as you go through the narrow path. Going through under the bridge is like entering a secret world. This is a garden area. There are several thatched huts with tea rooms inside. It's too bad they're not open to the visitors. To come to this kind of isolated area, you need to take Kyoto City Bus number 6 from Kyoto Station. It comes only every 30 minutes and is only public transportation. Takamine means Hawk Peak. In the 1600s, Hawks and other wild animals live there. One of his great contributions to traditional Japanese art is his best tea bowl, which is named Fujisan. There are only 8 tea bowls that are designated national treasures, and one of them is Fujisan. He was one of the 3 greatest calligraphers in the 1600s. His best inkstone case even has a name, Funabashi Emaki Suzuribako, which is also a national treasure. Only a few artists in Japanese history created multiple national treasures. This is the grave of the great art master. His influence will never die. I think I should have come several days earlier. The trees have lost 30% of their leaves. If you are looking to experience autumn color viewing in a quiet setting, the Takamine area is the best place. Arashiyama and Kiyomizero are absolutely great places to visit in the autumn season. The only drawback is there are too many people. We have come to the Sagano area. This place is a 15 minutes walk away from Arashiyama Station. Arashiyama and Sagano are considered the same area. This wealthy neighborhood is super quiet. It feels different from typical ritzy area with gorgeous mansions and flashy cars. Families like century-lasting chief priests of renowned head temples and shrines, ex-aristocrat families. Stonewall of the shrine of Nitta Yoshisada's head. He's from a middle-class samurai who made a general to defeat the Kamakura shogun government in the 1300s. Too bad. He could have become the next shogun. The assassin beheaded him and buried the head in this area. It feels like Sagano here. A lot of nature, a lot of green. This place is quite opposite to what most travelers know about touristy Arashiyama and Sagano. The entrance fee is 300 yen or 2 USD. Don't say you get what you paid for. I can tell what's in there from this gate. Gyoji is a sub-temple of Daikakuji Temple, which is the head temple of the Shinkonshu sect Daikakuji group. This is a non-temple that appeared in the tale of Heike Monogatari from the 1100s. The temple was named after Gyo, a tragic concubine of Tairano Kiyomori, the first samurai ruler of Japan. At first, Kiyomori favored this outstanding dancer and actress, and then she was involved in politics. He found somebody new and then treated Gyo the worst way that one can imagine. When she was 21, she left the human world in despair and entered this temple as a nun. The staff are all women. Men are not allowed to enter the nun temple. That is not the case for visitors. The red and yellow carpet is amazing. This temple is a hidden gem. In the rainy season of June and July, emerald-like brilliant moss covers the whole ground. I call this place a mini Saihoji moss temple. Saihoji is a UNESCO World Heritage Temple with an amazing garden covered with moss. I think the moss in this garden is more brilliant. This bamboo grove is quiet. No hustling or shoving. Bamboo is a weird creature. It's half tree and half grass. It looks like There are hundreds of them here, but they're actually a single creature connected in ground with roots. Rome was not built in a day, where the bamboo grows 1 meter in half a day. There are some other famous autumn-colored garden temples in Arashiyama Sagano area. Hogonin, Joshoji, Nanzenji, and Tenjuan Temple are famous for their gardens. This is it. The moss covers the whole place in June. The peak of autumn color is becoming difficult to predict year after year due to global warming. So if you are coming to Kyoto, don't forget to check the updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.